Hello, something a bit different today. For those of you who don't know, I worked in publishing before I got into makeup. I started my blog when I was 20 and I started my blog when I was 21 and I worked at a publishing company, and I did that partly because that's what I did, and I did that partly because I love books, and one of the reasons I stopped working in publishing is I stopped loving books. And that was sad, and also because I realised I wanted to do makeup, and the rest is history. But I'm now back into loving books, and one of the great pleasures about working in publishing, apart from the awesome people and the fact that actually working in publishing doesn't suck, is that I worked for publishers of my favourite author, which is Agatha Christie. And if you are going to be someone who's like, Agatha Christie isn't actually a very good writer, then move along, because you got the wrong audience here. Since I was littler, I've been really in love with Agatha Christie. When we were young, we used to go on holiday to Cornwall, and I remember in one house there being the 450 from Paddington Miss Marple book, and on like page 4 someone gets strangled on the train, and I used to read that page and be like, ah, and scare myself with it. And it was just, and we in the UK here, we have it a lot on the telly, and we had it a lot on the telly when I was growing up, and I can hear the Poirot theme tune in my head and picture myself in my bed, too little to stay up to watch Poirot, but hear it through the floor as my parents would watch it on a Sunday night. So there's a whole host of reasons why I love Agatha Christie, and I just started reading, and it became like a full-on, I will read Agatha Christie at any given opportunity. It's got to the stage where I own pretty much all the books in at least one format, and if I go to a second-hand bookshop and they've got an Agatha Christie, it's tempting. It's very it's more tempting than it should be. So in a way to never wanting to just be really relaxed about life, I thought I would do something more structured, and I'm reading all the Agatha Christie's. I'm reading all the Agatha Christie novels in chronological order. After that, I'm going to read all the short stories in chronological order, because that's a decision I've made. So there are 66 novels and 12 sets of short stories, I think. But so I'm doing the novels, and part of this was I got given by my sister this lovely book, which is called The Agatha Christie, A Reader's Companion. And basically it literally has a double page on the book, on each of the books, and like a bit about the story, a bit about the original cover, a bit about the publication, what people thought when it was published, a bit about, you know, the history of the time or whatever, and I love it. And so I thought, oh, that's good, because now I have everything in order rather than having to constantly go on Wikipedia. Then I bought myself The Life and Crimes of Agatha Christie, which is basically the same as the other book, but fewer pictures. You get a look at what Agatha Christie was doing while she wrote the book, how this influenced the book, and a bit about the book itself. So what I've been doing is I have been getting the book, getting whichever book it is that's next to read, reading it about the history of it in both my companions, and then reading the book itself. May sound odd and dull to you, but I'm loving it because I've read them all quite a lot, and I've read some of them loads. It's really nice to have like little hints and stuff that I may have missed that I've picked up through here. Also, I had the pleasure of audio typing some of her work for her autobiography, so I have that in my brain. So it's really nice to sort of have everything linking in together. So although I do have a Kindle and I use it, so if I don't have one of the Agatha Christie's, for example, I will download it on my Kindle. But one of the things that's been making this an absolute pleasure is the fact that I have quite a lot of them in these gorgeous hardbacks which have the original covers on them. They've all been reissued. So for quite a lot of them I have these, and it's just, if you love books and you like reading, it's quite nice to have a hardback to read, and it's like a small size hardback, it's not huge. So it has been really fun. Now, I don't know what I'm hoping to gain by this video, but it'd just be really, I just thought maybe it would go some way to explaining, if you're maybe following me on Instagram and you're like, what is going on with the Agatha Christies? This is what's going on with the Agatha Christies. I'd love to hear from anyone else. If you are an Agatha Christie fan, what else do you read? What else do you like? I'm currently on Cards on the Table, which I think is 21 out of 66. And I've read it quite recently, so it's not zinging along like some of the others have. And I'm quite looking forward to the next one, which is Death on the Nile, which I don't think I've read for a decade or so. So I'm really excited about that. So this is all going to be part of my new Monday book thing, because Mondays suck and books are awesome. Thanks for watching.